There are 4 datasets plotted on this chart. You wouldn't know it from looking at it, however. So we're going to create a color scale and color each of the datasets differently to differentiate them. Let's head to the code, and just above the creation of the X scale, we'll create a color scale. var color scale equals d3.scale.category10, and open and close parentheses. And so now we've got a category 10 color scale in the variable color scale. Now, how do we apply the colors to the datasets? Now, you might be thinking that we would go down to the plot function and look for where the data is plotted, which is within the donuts.forEach loop here, and then apply the colors individually to the data points. And that is a way to do this, but that's not the most efficient way. You see, we need to take advantage of the fact that we're working with the document object model, and with the group element in SVG, as you apply styles to the group element, the child elements within inherit those styles. So we'll make a comment here at line 94, which now is line 95. And this is the enter phase for the groups. Underneath this, we're going to affect the update phase. So I'll copy that line at 96. This is update for the groups. Paste that, because we're going to select all of the elements that have the donut class. And since we're going to affect the style of the element, we need to type .style and then denote which style we will be affecting, and that will be the fill. For the second argument, we'll type function d and I, and then we're going to return the color scale with I passed into it. And I is the index of the data that is bound to that object. Head back to the page and refresh, and now we see 4 different data sets. We see a green one, blue one, red one, and orange one. There's one more thing we can do to make this a bit cleaner, and that is to affect the opacity of each of the data sets. We'll head to the code, and we'll look at main.css. Scroll down to the bottom, and for the donut class, which is all of the groups, we'll set the opacity to 0.1. Save that and refresh. And now we can see that each of the data sets is faded out to the background. And so our next challenge will be to fade in each of the data sets as we interact with them on our chart.